Hello everyone, this is Professor Taramati Nakod, Assistant Professor from Government First Grade College, Kundgod. Welcome you to part 3 video on Accounting Theory, Unit 1. In today's video, we are going to discuss roots of accounting theory. In this video, we are going to learn roots of accounting theory. The first one is decision theory, measurement theory and information theory. Roots of accounting theory, it is given by Glutier and Underdon. He gives 3 roots of accounting theory. So we can say theory. First one, decision theory, measurement theory and information theory. Let us first understand the meaning of decision theory. A theory which attempts to explain how decisions are actually made with the provision of establishing standards to arrive at the best decision is called as decision theory. The decision theory is both descriptive and prescriptive or normative. So, descriptive means how decisions are made. Prescriptive means how decisions ought to be made. Okay, as a descriptive one, it explains how decisions are made. Now, on the other hand, a prescriptive or normative one, it explains how decision should be made. Merits of this theory: it is useful for problem solving. So once you are giving information to the decision maker, you should go through the process of problem solving. So just see what is the process of solving a problem. First you have to identify the problem. Then you should go for searching the alternative solution and then select. After evaluation you select which one is the best suitable solution to the problem. Once you understand this process, it becomes easy for you to provide information to the decision maker which is suitable for their decision making. It helps in solving complicated problems. Just now I have explained. It throws more focus on future as decisions have affected on future activities. So when a decision pattern is studied and the information is given to them, it is helpful for their future decision.
The merits of decision theory.
Decisions are uncertain. Information supplied for decision making is not reliable. If a provided information is not correct, the ultimate decision will not be correct. Meaning of measurement theory, the second part. It is concerned with the problems that arise in measuring or assessing the information required for decision making. So, some information are to be given in a quantitative form or in a numerical form. So, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ನಾವು descriptive ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So, ಆವಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? It should be measured and should be given. Measurement is a process of assigning numerical value of object, event, transaction to real truth. Measurement andre ಏನು? It has been defined as an assignment of a numbers of object and events accounts to rule that specify the properties to be measured and the scale to be used and dimensions of measurement. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ನಂಬರ್, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ measured or it's a measurement. Now once we say it is a measurement, there is some problem. First, what event or object should be measured? We cannot measure everything in terms of money, in terms of number. First we should see which event or object is to be measured, which standard or a scale should be measured, whether it should be measured in terms of quantity, number, or it is to be measured in terms of money, etc. What should be the dimension of a unit of the measurement, from which dimension it should be measured. Now let us see some advantages of this measurement theory. Measurement unit is accurate and reliable. When the things are said in numerical form, they are more accurate. Say for example, I can say my daughter has a good score. I don't know, good means how much? 40%, 50%, 60%. If I say my daughter has scored 80%, so it is very accurate. So company also can say we have a good amount of profit. Good amount of profit means how much? Is it 10%? 20%? When it is told in terms of number, it is more accurate and reliable. It is more useful to accountants. Accountant writes all in terms of monetary aspect. If it is expressed in terms of money, then only accountant will write it in accounts. Measurement in terms of quality or money. So some aspect we need to, like human resource. We can say human resource as a quality, or we can say we have a human resources for which we are paying so much amount of a salary. Whether I have to tell the quality of the human resource or the salary of the human resource. Disadvantages of measurement theory. No standard unit of measurement. So from different perspective we say measurement changes. It restricts the scope of accounting. As I said, human resource is of great value to the company, but they are not expressed in accounts. So it has a limited scope because we are writing those things which can be expressed only in terms of money. It is difficult to measure for future. So whatever now we are recording, it has actually happened and it is expressed in terms of money. So accurate measurement of future is not possible. Now come to information theory. Information. An information is a fact. Accounting is one type of information. So whatever you are writing, it is an information. Information theory is based on efficient use of information as a resource so that appropriate decision can be taken. So as we have seen in earlier theory, for decision making information is required. So in this theory we see that information has to be given which is appropriate for a decision maker. What is information? So the word information is used in many different ways. Originally it comes from the word that meant to give a form to something. Then another meaning, information is something that people can learn, know about or understand. For example, a newspaper contains information about the world. Okay, so information is something which people will see, understand and learn. So that is called as information. Now you can see information, they can be mainly of two types: quantitative information and non-quantitative information. Quantitative information are more useful for accounting purpose because they are expressed in terms of numbers. Accounting information and non-accounting information. So in accounting information, you can have operating information which is related to your profit and loss account, expenses, income, etc. Then financial management information. So making financial decision, you require some investment decision to be done and information is required for that. Management accounting, management people need different types of information for making decision regarding the company. So other than this information, people need non-accounting information also. Like employees need some non-accounting information. Banks also want to know the goodwill of the company. Customer wants to know the goodwill of the company. Supplier wants to know credit worthiness of the company. Like this, information which is other than quantitative is also required. Advantages of information theory. So this theory helps in decision making, means giving information for the decision maker which is required. Do not provide unnecessary information which will confuse the people. It increases the knowledge. Once you have an information, it will add to your knowledge. It helps proper use of resources. So when management is given a proper information, the available resources are put to best use. It helps in reaching goals. So company can attain its pre-set goals when proper information is given. Disadvantages of this theory. Information cost is more than the benefit. So sometime if you go on giving information to each and every minute aspect, that time the cost of producing information is more than the benefit of that information. Other disadvantage is excessive information, the quality and effectiveness. Sometimes more information when it is given, people will get confused and its effectiveness reduces. So these are the disadvantages of information theory. With this, we would like to conclude this. For further references, you can go through these books. Thank you. Thank you once again. We will see you again in the next video.